maybe they are.
That's all right.
They know to get
I got a new car,
No.
Ed, and I can't afford a new
They
car.
are certainly not. Don't tell my wife.
Did you see the hex curse earlier today in my first Start Story run?
I saw that you lost.
I have not watched the run.
I already had it under control, just the Start Story versus me, and I botched it. Like I was inside the Start Story, and the Start Story killed me by moving.
Well, that's
Oh,
good for two
okay.
reasons. One, because you died, and two, because that was an illegal move anyway.
Yeah.
It is illegal in PvP.
No,
You said it was illegal in PvE.
That's not what you said, Scorer.
That's what I said.
No,
I will
no.
screenshot the text. I asked you this specifically the other night in Hex
Yep.
General, and you responded that it is illegal in PvE. We had an extended discussion about it in our private channel. And if you're going to do it solo, if you want to do the exploit, then fine, but we're going to do it too. You know, pick which one you want.
Let's see what I said.
You said, I asked, is it illegal to do the exploit? And you said, yes, in PvE.
True.
I misunderstood.
And Ninja remembers.
Yes.
Legal.
I saw it. I was in that chat.
Yeah,
that
no,
day.
it's illegal in PvP.
I'm the one that said we need to check on it before we did it.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's establish it.
That's gonna make Death Star run so much easier then.
Let's establish it then right now. No exploits. None ever.
Okay.
Oh,
I think that's
that
real.
works. I like that.
That's much easier to comprehend.
Simple.
For XPT.
I mean, I was fine with saying it was illegal in PvE, but okay.
No warhead exploits, never ever. So yes, good thing I didn't use it on the second run. Because yeah, my initial intention was like, yeah, we can do single player or PvE with the exploit, no problem. But yeah, let's keep it like that and make things harder for everyone.
Much simpler.
Whatever it is, but if it's available to me, then I want to use it. If it's not, then I won't.
So I don't blame you there, but I feel like the more convoluted we make the rules, the harder it is to understand. So
yeah, just making it across the board is the better call.
Yeah, they're already pretty complicated.
All right. Dax, your name is on a different color. I hope you don't.
it is gray. Oh,
Yeah,
it's not usually.
let's see what happens.
Well, so far everything seems fine. So what was the dogfight? You?
Dogfight.
You challenged me?
Dogfight.
We challenge you.
To clear penalties, I think.
Oh, that means we need to roll, don't we?
Oh, I just realized.
Do you want a high risk mode or a standard mode?
Standard.
Okay.
So you'll have to tell me again. This is only the second time, and it's too far away from the first time. So
yeah, it's 1d4 plus 1.
So /roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big dice maiden.
One.
The one with the die icon.
D4 plus 1.
There you go. That's 4.
The result is 4.
Now,
so that would be potentially 4 caps for you or 4 parts for us.
Yeah, and 1 for whoever loses. We lost Lando.
Yeah,
Lando.
I need to install the 10-in-1 melee patch or the melee mission. So
true. Okay, no worries. Let me double check. Attacker team rolls. You already did that. Large cleanse, which will be very useful. I'm gonna cleanse this time. Defender team, that's me, chooses a faction.
Oh, I always choose a faction.
Which is ship on XBT. Okay. Okay. So I will
Affection much
pick
better than being
ship.
antagonized.
Draft selection host only. Auto location. Remind me to turn off locate players on the fleet battle.
Yep.
I'm the Grinch.
I'm seeing assault gunboat challenge. Is that correct?
Let's not encourage him. Oh, you mean you're still not, you don't have your melee set up.
So you guys are seeing the 10 and 1 and I'm not?
And it
Yes.
says 10 melees
Correct.
in one.
Are you? Oh crap! I'm such an idiot. I grabbed the bag on the other side and now this is full of crumbs. Do you? What's the status of your install, Lando?
I mean, it was complete except for the 10 and 1.
The issue I had was I didn't get the list file in the balance of power and the XVT folder. If you only get it in one, it doesn't work.
Well, that'd be it then. I only did it to balance the power.
If I remember correctly, you have the GOG version, Lando?
I do have the GOG version now, yes.
Just that. No Steam, no nothing mixed.
No Steam. No.
Okay.
Steam's gone.
Then it should be simple. You can figure it
He's
out on your
connecting
own.
fine. So if he had Steam open, he'd have trouble connecting.
Actually, I think I have Steam open. Forgot to close
Really,
it.
you had trouble the other night with having Steam open and connecting.
I thought I was going to. I went to go close Steam and the game connected. So I never got a chance to close it. I don't think I have. Because I was playing Elite last night. Was the last thing.
We'll see what happens when we try to load the match.
It loaded last night fine. I mean,
I'm pretty sure that if he was able to connect here, he
Probably okay.
he'd probably be okay.
No.
You see you, Lando.
The wrong one.
Oh, you still have a problem.
It's the melee folder that it goes in, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the thing is, the mission file, you can actually drop it just on the XBT melee folder. And balance of power, if it doesn't find it in balance of power, he goes to the parent directory and look for the mission file there also.
Pretty sure I put all mine in balance of power.
However, the LST file, it will only see the one that it's on the either XVT or balance of power.
Like if you install everything in balance of power, it should work.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like ages since we have played something in just XBT, so.
Well, I see what's happening. I don't understand it though, but I know how to fix it, so I'll just do that for now. And I probably have to do the same thing to XVT.
I have no idea what you're doing, but sounds interesting.
So Balance of Power has some missions in the mission list that are commented out. And for whatever reason, the game is picking that up, even though they're commented out of the file. There it is, 10 melees in one.
I didn't know that LST files had comments. That's new. Okay, here we go. Grinch.
Lando said that in a passive voice. It sounds like he commented them out and realized that was a problem.
No, they come commented out
Oh.
for whatever reason. The
Oh,
game ships with
okay.
the missions, but they're not included in the mission list file.
I'm pretty sure they just were too tired when it was released.
They probably didn't get properly designed, so they weren't comfortable including them. But too lazy to pull them out.
Yeah,
Happens all the
I mean, they still could have launched a patch online, like, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. Good luck, guys. Have fun.
You too.
Crash within each other. Shoot yourselves if you can.
We're gonna have to switch to different voice channels for the next one.
But for dogfight, it shouldn't matter.
That'll be
It'll
right.
be funny for a score to hear us yelling at each other.
It will, not only for me but for my audience of Zero.
Of millions.
The millions and millions of the Rocks fans.
I mean, if you consider that this will be uploaded into YouTube and you're hopeful that YouTube lasts for 1,000,000 years, it's possible.
This is posterity.
Already hit somebody on my team.
I want to go ahead and apologize. I probably should not have gone for that third drink. I'm a little wobbly.
Ah,
Sometimes, it's sometimes okay. It's like if you're at the pool table in the bar and you have one or two, you're actually better than if you don't have any.
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah,
it's
definitely.
true. Yeah.
Playing pool, it always calmed me down enough to where I could actually think and make the shot. Oh, shit.
But you got him.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, good.
oh, how did that not kill you?
The lasers were out there for a bit.
I tried to shoot you. I don't know if it was Land or Dax. You evaded, and the shot fell on Ninja.
It was me.
Ugh.
Oh, jeez, it's just cutting through us. Very nearly shot someone there. I held off at just the last second.
get some bonus points for that one.
We are barely in the lead.
Just nuts.
Damn.
Oh. Apologies, whoever I shot at.
Damn.
Oh man.
Coming.
My lasers were out.
Gosh, I did like no damage to you. At least once. Ah, what? Okay, that was lag spike. Couldn't tell what was going on.
Thor and I killed each other is what went on.
What happened? Ah,
Hey, he's doing a very good job of flying in between us. Is what's
lag is
happening.
very frustrating today. Are you guys shooting me? Like I feel like he
No,
flies
I
past me
haven't
and then
been.
I die.
No, I mean,
at least
I'm
I
okay.
haven't.
The lag is okay for me.
Yes, yes. Argue amongst yourselves.
God.
Just trying to understand what's happening.
Yep, they shot you. I saw it.
That was me. Whoever it was, I apologize.
At least that explains it. Like, I'm trying to fight lag. That's one thing. Don't shoot me. I'm not close to him.
Flight controls were out. But he was ignoring me. Oh, are my flight controls out again?
Damn. Shit, I lost my scopes. I don't know where I'm heading.
Don't worry, I'll find you.
I just saw white. There we go. Oh!
Thank you,
Guys, heads up,
Ninja.
he's winning, which is nuts. He's winning. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he's unbeatable.
I just refuse to accept that. There were 3 of us.
Good God. Man, fuck.
Good game.
Good job, scorer.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I'm gonna clip that kill I got from you because it was beautiful. The one with the flight control. Oh, just wait until you see it. You'll see it was beautiful.
Thanks.
Let me post a screenshot. Fight versus Rudolph. Okay. There we go. Maybe I want to crop that out.
For the record, I see no kills from any of my teammates, so only scorer killed me. Good job,
I would
guys.
say I didn't get any penalties that I was aware of, which is a first.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I only killed the Grinch.
At least we got that part right.
Don't forget to turn locate player off. Score.
Thank you. Yes.
Good reminder.
Okay. Craft selection on. Oh wait. I am attacking you, so you have the right to choose faction.
Actually, we should pop out of this and go
And
to
talk
our
it out?
respective voice channels.
Yes, you do that.
And
All
we
right.
will, we
Wait,
will
wait,
let you know.
before you all leave, everyone sees the mission?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So if there are going to be 3, what rules apply? Okay, so they won't have countermeasures or warheads. They're the plain ships. Okay. And depending on what faction they choose. It's what ship I choose. The suspense is killing me. Okay, I'll have to entertain my public meanwhile. Ah, they're ready. Okay, that was expected. Okay. So I guess I'm going superiority. So advanced. Wait, shouldn't I have like advanced missiles, or I'm remembering wrong? Oh, missiles, just missiles. Okay. Countermeasures. Should I take chaff? No, flare. Flare. Okay. So if they are, just have to get like 20 of them. Oh. It's gonna be tricky. Red one. Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no.
Nope, nope, nope. Shit. Yeah, already this is going bad. Yes, I saw it. Uh-oh. Not going well. Not going well. Forgot my flares. Forgot my flares completely. Shooting each other. Priceless. Crashing into the frigate. Also priceless.
Report on secondary target. They've been destroyed.
Nice shot there, lad. Okay, time to be. Hello.
Hello, scorer. So what happens now?
That's an interesting question because I was checking the rules and it says nothing about draws on fleet battles.
It says nothing about draws on fleet battles. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a high oversight on my part. Because you know how squadrons just like measures the amount of damage done to both sides and it decides who wins.
I guess I was kind of thinking it's kind of like the combat missions where a draw is a failure for the attacker. But I guess that's not necessarily the case.
Don't tell me we lost that.
There's nothing in the rules that covers this case.
Yeah, so let's
Okay.
make an example of civilization to the rest of the hex.
All right,
What's
scorer.
most logical
you
here?
were the attacker, and you did not succeed in your attacking goal of destroying the caps. You lost. Period.
Ouch.
I kind of disagree because he did kill one capital ship, even though
But he
it was
kinda
So
has
you
to
only have
kill all-
to. So you only have to kill one to win, because that's
I
not
would
how I
s-
remember
no,
it from the
no.
last hex.
You didn't let me finish. If anything, I would have to say it's a draw because he did not
In the-
succeed in getting our large capital ship, so therefore he didn't win.
In-
We didn't
in
kill
the
any of
last
his.
hex- In the last hex, if you were the attacker, you had to destroy all 3 caps. Period.
Well, this isn't the last hex.
Well,
So
You didn't change the rules.
yeah, no, Dax is right. If
I,
there's
I
indeed
believe
a
you said it.
precedent of that in the last hex, which I honestly don't remember. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just don't remember. If that's the case, then yep, that should be
Well, why haven't you addressed it in the rules?
because
I mean, it should be
I
clear.
am very dumb and never considered
I
It's
a
was,
draw.
a complicated
But you're
game, and
not-
there are lots of cases.
he was
problem.
doing the
You're
dishes
not-
when he wrote that part. So
What do the actual rules say? You just modified the old hex rules, right?
Yes,
and
I mean I
made
made
changes.
the
Made
changes
changes
needed for
to allow
this.
for elite. With the changes that allowed elite to be played, I would assume that maybe some other rules changed.
Okay,
I don't
I
know.
have something here. Under winning a hex, which is towards the top of the page, just under the matchmaking section. Winning a hex.
Well, how about to take
Oh.
a controlled hex by another team, which is what he's
Okay,
trying
let
to
me
do.
let me read this, okay? Winning a hex.
All right.
In order to win over a hex, you must defeat all little cap ship symbol defending ship slots. And a defending cap ship thing, little picture, means 3 cap ships, because that's what you invest in to fill it, right?
Right?
So score, you defeated one of those. So you defeated 1/3 of it, I guess.
I
The hex
guess.
that's involved was 3 capitals to
So
take.
can
right?
you cover, like, you've partially succeeded, I guess is how I would describe it.
But a partial success is not a win; it's a tie.
Right. So you'd have to attack it again to kill more capital ships to kill off the rest, maybe?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
But then it says to take a controlled hex by another team, which is what he's trying to do. In XVT, you play the new fleet battle mission. Defender chooses faction, which we did. The caps are lost by attacker the same way as with squadrons. And then Hexmas team should follow the following guidelines, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't, as the attacker, if you don't destroy all 3 caps, then you haven't taken the hex.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem with there not being a case scenario for draws is that in squadrons, if this had happened in squadrons, the game would have like calculated who dealt more damage to the capital ships and declare a winner over that. I'm not saying it has to be the case here because that will obviously benefit me. I'm
I
just
say
saying
draw.
that's the reason I forgot to include a clause for draw
A
in
draw is
XVT.
the fairest thing for both sides, I think.
And we would have maybe our strategy would have been different if we had known that was
Yeah,
how it was supposed to be.
also agree. So,
But I'm just trying to I'm trying to think about how we did it last text, and I thought last text that it was on the attacker to destroy all 3 caps, and all the defender had to do was keep their caps from being destroyed.
That does sound familiar, but I don't remember the specifics, so I couldn't.
now
say
let
for
me
sure.
let me check something real quick because by the way, was it my imagination or the capital ships got way too close to each other? I don't remember.
No, they do get
That from
closer
last
to each
time?
other
Yeah.
as the mission goes on.
Oh, I see.
All the better to shoot you
We
with
thought that was your
lasers.
strategy.
Oh, okay. Mission time limit default. Okay, so yeah, that's combat balance neutral. Yeah, everything is okay. So, can you remember exactly the instance in which the fleet battle thing happened, Dax?
Well, I remember that we did fleet battles several times with an opposing player team, and I'm just telling you what I remember from it, and I could be wrong, but what I remember is that when you were a defending team, you had an advantage because all you had to do was keep all your caps from being destroyed. If you were an attacker, it was much harder. You had to actively destroy all the caps in order to win.
As well as not lose any yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm looking at Hex 4 rules, and there is a line in there that says the attacking team must win the mission to capture the hex.
In XVT?
Mission draws and losses do not count for capturing the hex. Yeah, this is in Hex 4 under game modes, XVT, or no. Yeah, game modes to take controlled hex by another team. XVT section.
Well, then that decides it. Does it say if there's any difference between just outright losing or just drawing?
Mission draws and losses do not count for capturing the hex.
Anything
I guess
about the attacker? How
loss
many
to the attacker.
hexes? How many caps the attacker
Caps the
loses?
defender loses.
Because I mean, if I'm consistent with the rules, I should lose 1 caps, not the 3.
That's what I would expect, because that's what happens in squadrons, right? You lose the caps that you lose in the mission.
No, but that's for the
Oh no,
attacker.
but yeah, right.
He didn't lose any.
Right, you didn't lose any. Yeah, we lost 1.
So we would keep the heck, but we lose the capital ship. If my understanding is correct here.
Nope.
Not
that's
really,
not what we're
because
talking
the
about.
I
defending.
was gonna say that doesn't sound consistent with the old rules.
No, because exactly. The defense slots that are already filled in get, they get auto refill. So in this case, I destroy 1 frigate, but it gets auto refilled. So no.
The only thing I see about that is higher up under caps usage under winning a hex. But it's about the attacking team winning. Like if they lose capital ships when they win, they lose capital ships related to the ships that they lost. But it doesn't say anything about them when they lose, because I think it's probably assuming if you lose, you've lost all your ships. That's how you lose.
Most likely.
Seems like a good indication to me that we lost.
Well, just like
Hey, all our ships are gone. Did we win? How about a participation trophy?
Well,
You
you
got it,
invest
Ninja.
caps if you attack, right?
Say again.
You invest caps if you attack.
Yeah, 3. Which if I outright
Right.
lose, I lose them all.
Right. So the question is, do you lose them all or do you lose a fraction of them because it was a draw?
There's other instances of XVT. I think it's on the tech missions and the pirate and stuff. I'm not sure, but I remember them being if you draw counts as a loss for the hex, but it only drains 1 caps.
That sounds familiar. Let me see if I can find
Yeah,
that.
Lando, do you want to look, since you're in there anyway, do you want to look for some analogous authority?
Yeah.
I thought you pronounced that anal, Lugos. No?
Sorry, I'm rules lawyering.
I feel like I do remember hearing that somewhere, but I'm not seeing it.
I feel like I should be in a courtroom with my hand on a Bible or something.
Check, Lando, check if there's something not in the specific cases, like tech or so. Check it on the general XBT declaration at the top. It's probably there. Yeah, sorry, I'm not helping checking the rules, but I'm fixing these sandwiches.
It's all right.
Really? Are you still streaming while you're fixing sandwiches?
Yeah, why not?
When you should know the rules and we're trying to figure it out.
Quality entertainment.
See what kind of sandwiches we getting.
Just standard.
Indeed.
I don't know how you call the square bread.
Bread,
I don't know. Yeah, the one that
a
is like
loaf,
pre-cut.
slice of bread.
Yeah. So
Like,
that.
yeah. Yeah. Just white bread.
Yeah, that one with
Also a slang term for a honky. I mean, a white guy.
turkey ham. Is this called turkey? Like
Turkey and ham on rye.
ham, white cheese, queso panela, and
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay.
lettuce, tomato, and in
Mhm.
mine I use mustard and habanero.
No onion.
No,
So
no
it's a
onion.
Mexican ham and cheese.
What's wrong with you?
Onion
I have
on a sandwich? Are you crazy?
red onion. Hell yeah, and mayo.
All right. I found a couple.
You
things.
got I have a little sharpness to cut in there. I'm with Ninja on that. A little onion in the sandwich. Sorry, Lando.
All right. Here's what I got.
Address that important issue.
Blah blah blah. Attacking team wins a fleet battle without losing any capital ships. They retain their invested caps. Sure.
And
The
bacon.
invested caps drop every time a capital ship or flagship for the attacking team is destroyed, but we're still talking about winning. It says this applies to the new XVT mission as well. Then it says for X-Wing Alliance specifically, I don't know why specifically just X-Wing Alliance, but that's what it says. Losing the mission will destroy the invested caps, draws will destroy 1 cap, and victories will retain the 3 caps.
I think the reason of that was that the X-Wing Alliance mission doesn't have analogous 2 frigates and 1 flagship.
Gotcha. Okay. So then further down, as you suggested, under game modes, XVT, players can choose faction, blah, blah, blah. Draws count as losses and will destroy 1 caps. Direct losses destroy all caps.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
There you go.
Then it says use the provided mission, frigate duel, malevolent versus endeavor. So it's talking about that's for the versus AI thing, not for the versus player, but I don't know
Mhm.
if you want to carry that forward to the versus player.
Yeah, the consistency sake. Okay, so the end judgment of this night is I lost the encounter, but I only lost 1 caps.
Yes.
I'm good with that.
Agreed.
Judges? Ding, 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 ding. I think we have a winner.
Very well. That will be the
Official
It's the
statement
ruling on,
made
statement,
to
yeah.
ruling on the field.
Yeah, I gotta
official
say,
statement to the media.
dogfighting TIE Advance versus 3 X-Wing is not as easy as it sounds.
Really?
It
It seemed
didn't-
real
it-
easy.
It looked pretty easy from my point of view.
I have to say it did not look easy, but you did make it look effortless. I mean,
Yeah.
No, the problem
I
was
know
the
you were probably busy as fuck.
I don't know if you were intentionally trying to drag me into the frigate, but you almost did multiple times.
well, not intentionally, but I was trying to lose you behind structures. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And I was following you and had to dodge the frigate multiple times. Like
Yeah.
I
So
hadn't been paying attention. and
I
the-
think
flown
you ran
it.
into the frigate more than we killed you.
yes, like 3 to 4 times. My initial strategy was to just clear you up, and then go for the.
Uh-huh.
I knew it. I said that.
But I realized I was already half my lives, and Ninja was stealing his first ship, so I said, nope, this isn't working. So I switched to just strike. Maybe if
Well,
I had.
we kind of changed our strategy halfway through the matches, or we're not even halfway, probably 3/4 of the way into the match. We kind of changed.
Yeah, I saw
strategy.
that
So
you three were following me, and at a certain point, someone broke off. I think it was Lando to kill AI. When that was when I broke off as well to get that kill.
I was starting to get worried like you just take down the shields of our capital ships, and when the capital ships got closer, your capital ships would just kill our capital ships. It felt like you went through that first frigate real quick, but then it slowed down.
Yeah, I couldn't believe you
I
got
think
through
he had a
one
lot of
just
help
with
with
lasers.
his AI.
But we thought,
Yeah.
Scorer, we thought that if we couldn't have warheads, then you would have warheads. Excuse me. But you did not have warheads?
Yes, I had.
Took missiles.
Oh, you did?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I only have
Oh.
missiles as option.
That's how he got the
Okay,
shield.
I know you were shooting flares at me, but I don't know that you ever shot missiles at me.
Ah, yes. I
Score,
also forgot I had flares like until my 4th or 5th ship.
I think if you'd taken heavy rocket score, I think you could have beaten us.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think next time I will.
I never saw any missiles being launched, but you must have been shooting them at the frigate.
Just remember that you're going to have a
Using
very
on
small
us.
number of heavy rockets per ship in a TIE Advance.
Yes.
Yeah, but
2, I think.
what he was able to do with his lasers against one frigate, like the rockets will help him out a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys, are we unintentionally giving ideas to the other team here?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yes, we are.
I think he's
And
smart
you
enough
complain
to
about me
help
doing it.
out.
Come on now.
Do we want to try to do our next run here?
Do what now? You
I
want
think
to
we
do
can-
that again?
I think we can let score go.
No,
We might wanna
no.
Do something.
Move into Rudolph channel here.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna
I
leave
think we
me?
can let. I think we can let you go score.
Okay. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thanks for
Thanks,
the game.
Scorer.
And ending the stream.